What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and to proof that Demon Slayer breathing styles are not fake.
Stupid!
This video represents my first channel response upload to the total lack of concentration in breathing mechanics, because some of the comments in my Kyodro the Goat Proof series video—
That's why he's the GOAT!
—were completely, utterly, entirely fuck-hearted. Now, to be woefully clear, I am absolutely not asserting that Rengoku sick burns or the Tanjiro super soaks. Rather, that breathing style elemental effects are visual representations of radically released kinetic energy produced through Nichiren ore via total concentration breathing. So while Zenitsu may not create actual thunder—
Stop the cap!
the rate at which he imbues and generates this kinetic force is so fast that it effectively breaks the sound barrier and or exceeds the speed of lightning, charging/exciting the already existing particles all around us. Producing this hyperkinesis phenomenon in the particular way that Agatsuma does is referred to as thunder breathing. However, to discount that there is in fact a blatant effect being enacted upon the natural world with so many canon-based examples of just that is fucking hearted and raw. Spoilers ahead.
What the fuck?
Proven to be useless in cutting through Rui's murderous eye basket threads, Tanjiro switched breathing forms from water breathing to sun breathing and cut through and burnt them all without even having a fucking blade.
How, Sway?
If the kinetic force of the visually ostensible flames is also non-existent, how the fuck does Kamaboko Gunpachiro cut the demon threads with the stub of his broken blade?
You ain't got the answers, man! You ain't got the answers, Sway!
Water breathing form 9 Turbulent allows Hamado Tangoro to literally defy gravity and walk on any surface like Peter B. or Miles Morales without ever even using his sword.
See, now that's some bullshit.
Water Wheel and Waterfall Basin are used multiple times successfully as an adequate fall breaking technique. In the Asakusa fight, Kentaro saves himself from a several meters fall using the 8th form. Just swinging his sword at the ground would absolutely result in his immediate Hagenazuka treatment in the afterlife after a pancake-induced death. All Demon Slayers clearly generate immense explosions of chi/ki from their blades that perform the litany of visually esoteric techniques we're all too familiar with. Zenitsu's fatal thunderclap and flash sixfold on the brother spider demon caused Itadaki Tantaro and Inosuke both to think that they were hearing a thunderclap from leagues away.
What?
There is absolutely no amount of regular sword strikes that make a thunderclap audible miles away from its source, let alone propel someone at or exceeding the speed of lightning. Furthermore, the other thunder-breathing forms, specifically 4, 5, and 6, are all ranged lightning strikes, not sword strikes, in both the manga and as listed in the official thunder-breathing forms. They are not exclusive to Kaigaku's demon form because it was stated that he could produce those forms when he was still human. That, and it's listed in the official thunder-breathing forms. The only thing he didn't have as a human was the ability to decay his opponents after wounding them. Rengoku unleashes flame-breathing first form unknowing fire on a demon during the Infinity Train movie, which renders his entire body into exploding cinders and ash, an entire train cart away from King Kyodro's initial Nichiren sword strike. Fourth form, blooming flame undulation, a singular slash in a fluid circular motion, erects a spiral wall of totally not fire,
stop the cap,
which negated Akaza's entire destructive death air-type blood demon arc. After Kigochiro Rengoku's Nichiren blade was already static and motionless. His flaming tornado generated by his ninth breathing form Purgatory may not be actual fire,
Cap.
but the towering and vicious vortex with all its blatantly obvious effects on the environment and combatants was an all-too-real colossal cyclone count to nearly 14 megatons of mountain buster destructive capability. Rather you call it kinetic force, dynamic ki, or immeasurable spiritual pressure, say it with me, children. Demon Slayers have supernatural, Eastern world Ryatsu, Nin, Zetten, or Hakai reserves, which present to the naked eye as violent and intensely powerful elemental attacks. Oh, and before y'all Krispy Kreme donut punch my senpai, after several days of no sleep and fighting off 5 respawning train carts full of demons, only to have a panic attack like a little bitch, because the third waxing moon's entire upper body strength can't fuck with the eternal flame Hashira sit-up and crunches routine.
got him.
Or getting his bloodlusted kill shot punch caught by an overhand grip from a one-eyed ruptured ribs invalid in the comment sections. Yes, Akaza was testing the GOAT Hashira. No, he was not just playing with him.
It's facts. It's facts.
On several occasions, including the very first clash of their battle, Akaza was so impressed, so bewildered by the skill and precision he'd witnessed that he offered up Michael Muzan Jackson's exclusive unreleased mixtape to the Fire Force Hashira. Shakakiri Gunjiro, with plot armor, the Demon Slayer mark, the transparent world, and the selfless state still needed to jump Akaza with Mark Giyu after they both had an additional 7 months of fucking Hashira training. And by the way, if Michikatsu was so strong that he instantly became and remained the Upper One Moon, if Kaigaku was so strong that he instantly became Upper Moon 6 an entire year before he mastered his blood demon art, mind you, riddle me this, where would that place someone as powerful as Kigadro Rengoku in the Upper Moon's roster? Let's review thus far, shall we? Captain Commander Ginryu Sashikikuni Yamamoto from the Big 3 banger Clorox Bleach is widely thought to have a fire-type sword affinity. However, we learned in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc that this was, in fact, not fire,
Stop the cap,
but simply his Reiryoku, i.e. spiritual energy, or, drumroll, his fighting spirit, which was so intense and so dense that it exceeded the heat of the sun's core, appearing to be fire to the naked eye. No. Kyojiro Rengodki did not make a literal fire NATO. Yes, Kaioken times 1 million, Rin Super Saiyan God Goku did create a gigantic, superheated, hyperkinetic vortex singularity from his third attempt of his ultimate breeding form on Death's door. Don't at me. It took the literal dance of the fucking fire god, the mark of the beast, Kryptonian X-ray vision, over half a year of shonen power-ups and mastered Ultra Instinct in a handicap match with the marked Wank Hashira, just to decapitate the same Kizuki that the GOAT Hashira nearly no-scoped one-handed with a Hostess Donut vice grip for a torso.
It should have been me, not him!
Inosuke said that Himejima, the last Hashira he met, was the strongest Hashira by far, during the Hashira training arc, mind you. Not that he was the strongest that he had ever encountered before.
Stupid.
Kokushibo never even met Rengoku, thus you'd have to be a fucking hearted to conclude that he included the Flame Eternal Hashira in his statement about the Stone Pillar. That would be tantamount to Yami waiting until after Ukiyora's death to call him trash rather than, I don't know, the entire time he was still alive. Koyoharu never stated who the strongest Hashira is or was, ever. She simply illustrated the pecking order for an arm wrestling competition. So, riddle me this. Who wins in an arm wrestling match between the Hand Demon from Vinyl Selection and Kandra Anago? Should I assume that the Fap guy? Should I assume that the Stroke Goat? That Sticky Fingers is more powerful than Amado Janguro? Does the Stroke God, does the jack-off of all trades, Solo, Obanai, and Shinobu since Gotoge rank the main character in between them? Or hell, who wins in an arm wrestling match between Tengen and Manjiro? Should I assume that Uzui is stronger than a Mark Santaro? Does that mean that the Sound Hashira one-shots a March Sun Hashira?
What?
Exempting a surprise mountain murder due to ill-placed passion and arrogance, the Red Viper was the objectively better warrior and involuntarily kamikaze killed Clegane. Do you think Oberon could beat Ungregor in an arm wrestling match? Bruce Lee embarrassed Bolo Young off-screen during the filming of the Enter the Dragon movie. Do you think Bruce Lee could beat Bolo in an arm wrestling match?
No.
As far as the Dunkin' Donuts feat goes, do you have any earthly idea how much stronger you would have to be to trap someone's arm in place with your impaled stomach while they apply the entirety of their upper body strength to pry it free? Do you have any idea in hell how much stronger you would have to be to lock someone's limb in Lars Donuts and coffee during or after they've applied the required force to rip off their own forearm, while you're half blind with perforated lungs, fractured ribs, and the Randy Moss one-handed grip tearing halfway through the strongest part of the third Waxing Moon's body? We're talking the strength deficit between a silverback and a Somalian.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
The strength deficit between a Samoan and a Siamese kitten.
Instantly seeing the Samoan comment, like why are we not running page with Samoans? Like,
why you say why we not fighting them? Ain't nobody stopping you from doing that. I'm good. I'd rather fight COVID with asthma.
Rengoku was not an average human. He was a Demon Slayer Hashira with far above human expectation in how his anatomy operates. Thus, it is intellectually disabled, dishonest, and downright fucking to acknowledge what he accomplished with his midsection alone while crippled and fatigued and still say that he was weaker than Akaza. Argue with Koyoharu or your mama. Anyways, man, thanks for checking out another video. If you stuck around this far, I fucks with you.
Then we'll fox with each other.
Hit that like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell so we can discuss big facts and who's big, mad, or butthurt in the comments for the first hour. Oh yeah, and don't forget to hit that dislike button if you a bitch.
Is there no one else? Is there no one else?